it's Ash from Super Videos, back for another one. In this one, we'll be looking at some recent news in the world of The Walking Dead. It was recently announced that we are in fact getting 3 Walking Dead San Diego Comic-Con 2020 panels. Now, of course, given the pandemic and the situation with COVID-19, we are not able to have an in-person San Diego Comic-Con in 2020, which is a shame, but at least we are still getting San Diego Comic-Con panels in virtual format, which is pretty awesome. So it'll be online instead of in person. Now, I don't know exactly if it's open to all or if it's only open to San Diego Comic-Con members and whether it's like a paid event. I've never been to a Comic-Con before, so I don't know how it works. And especially now that it's done differently because of the pandemic. But what I'm trying to get at is I'm not even sure if I can actually see anything. You know what I mean? I was actually planning to go to a San Diego Comic-Con, not this one, but to one in the future. But of course, that's not going to happen right now because of the situation we find ourselves in. And who knows how long this is going to be for. But it's in my bucket list for sure in the future. Anyway, the San Diego Comic-Con 2020 virtual event will have Walking Dead panels on July 24th, with the first panel being the Fear the Walking Dead panel on July 24th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 p.m. Prime Time. Panelists include Scott Gimple, who is the chief content creator, as well as the showrunners, Andrew Chambliss and Ian Goldberg, and of course the cast of Fear for Season 6. They are most likely there to talk about or discuss Season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead and what we can expect from that. They are most likely going to reveal information about the premiere dates and how the seasons will be structured. I'll talk about what I mean by that in a little bit. But they're probably going to talk about when we can expect to see Fear the Walking Dead Season 6 airing on AMC. It's going to be moderated by Chris Hardwick. Next in line is the panel for The Walking Dead's original show. It's on Friday, July 24th again at 4 p.m. Eastern Time or 1 p.m. Prime Time. Panelists include Scott Gimple again, Angela Kang, who's the current showrunner and has been the showrunner ever since Season 9. It's also going to include Greg Nicotero, the director for the Season 10 finale, and the director of many of the iconic and big episodes in the past, and of course the cast. This panel is also moderated by Chris Hardwick. They announced that it is during this panel that they're actually going to reveal the premiere date for the Season 10 finale. Not the premiere date, that doesn't make sense. The date that we're gonna see the Season 10 finale. Season 10 episode 16, which is called A Certain Doom. This is gonna be the biggest piece of news or information that can come out of these panels. I've mentioned this before, but I think the Season 10 finale of the original show is like a bottleneck. As soon as that is out, the rest of the stuff will roll out smoothly. So as soon as we get 10/16 of The Walking Dead, we're gonna get World Beyond in one go, no breaks in between, which makes sense because it's only a short 10-episode season. Now, one thing I want to mention though is we still don't know if 10/16 of The Walking Dead and the premiere of World Beyond are going to be back to back like they originally intended or not. But it probably will be. That's what I'm leaning towards. But after that's done, after Season 1 of World Beyond is done, we're going to get Season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead. The other thing we don't know is whether there will be a break in between the two halves of Season 6 of Fear. But that might also be something they discuss and reveal in the Fear panel. Now, one thing I do want to say is I think it's a little bit of Gimple and others involved also playing it by ear and going with the flow because they've never been in a situation like this either. So they're just kind of trying to figure out what they need to do to bring everything back and to have everything flow like normal. But I think they know enough at this point to reveal some information to us fans, which is great. The other thing I wanted to mention is, unlike the other posters they had advertising the San Diego Comic-Con at Home Walking Dead panels, which were not new posters but older posters they've reused, the poster for The Walking Dead is actually a brand new poster, which is very, very interesting. In this poster, we can actually see a silhouette of 4 characters on horseback with a white background with buildings on either side and like a red circle thing in the back. And on the bottom half of the poster, we can actually see a yellow background with The Walking Dead's TWD logo. In terms of who those characters are, they could be anyone, but I'm guessing it's the group involved in the journey to meet with Stephanie. Stephanie being the girl that Eugene was communicating with on the radio. So the people we see the silhouette of are Eugene, King Ezekiel, Yumiko, and Princess. I could obviously be wrong about this, but that's what I'm leaning towards. And if that's the case, that's extremely interesting because of two reasons. One is that it's teasing the finale, and this means that the meetup between Eugene and his crew and Stephanie will be a big part of the episode and maybe a huge turning point in the episode and in this season. And the second reason is that it seems like they might be there to exclusively talk about the finale, 10/16, and not about the entire season, or even teasing or telling us what we can expect from season 11, which is extremely interesting to say the least. Last but not least, the panel for World Beyond is also on July 24th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Prime Time. Panelists include Scott Gimple again, the showrunner, Matt Negretti, and the cast for World Beyond. Also moderated by Chris Hardwick. Gimple and Hardwick are going to be in all of the panels. But anyway, I'll definitely do some research and watch highlights and stuff to see what they discuss and do a separate standalone video covering what they talk about and what they revealed during these panels. The final thing I want to talk about though, which is not really related to San Diego Comic-Con, is that they've revealed that they are very, very close to being ready to start filming for the Walking Dead Rick Grimes movies, which is exciting and great news. It feels like we've been waiting forever, but it seems like it's finally about to happen. And of course, this means that the script should be all done, post-production is done, and they are ready to go. And based on how long it takes to film movies, and based on my own speculation, from the time they start filming, it's probably going to be between 6 to 10 months before they are completely done and when we can actually expect to see some sort of a trailer. But with all of that said, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about in this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to press the like button, subscribe to join our community if you haven't, and press the bell button to receive notifications about daily uploads. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.